profound sacrifice and unwavering vision for a brighter future. We are truly honored to be joined by such distinguished guests today. Your presence, including that of esteemed government officials, esteemed ambassadors, and influential leaders from various sectors, are great significance to our celebration. Your continued support and dedication are deeply appreciated. And we are grateful for your participation in this momentous occasion. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to invite Al-Sheikh Al-Muqri Al-Dr. Muhammad Ismail Faizi to start our program by reciting a few verses from the Holy Quran. Sheikh Muqri Dr. Muhammad Ismail Faizi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا يحسبن الذين كفروا سبقوا إنهم لا يعجزون. وأعدوا لهم ما استطعتم من قوة ومن رباط الخيل ترهبون به عدو الله وعدوكم وآخرين من دونهم لا تعلمونهم الله يعلمهم. وما تنفقوا من شيء في سبيل الله يوفى إليكم وأنتم لا تظلمون. وإن جنحوا للسلم فاجنح لها وتوكل على الله إنه هو السميع العليم. وإن يريدوا أن يخدعوك فإن حسبك الله هو الذي أيدك بنصره وبالمؤمنين. وألف بين قلوبهم لو أنفقت ما في الأرض جميعا ما ألفت بين قلوبهم ولكن الله ألف بينهم إنه عزيز حكيم يا أيها النبي حسبك الله ومن اتبعك من المؤمنين صدق الله مولانا العظيم.
Jazakallah khairan. May Allah Almighty accept our efforts and bless us all. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that now I invite His Excellency Naqibullah Ahmadi, Chadi Affairs of the Embassy of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, to deliver his welcoming remarks and address us on this special day. His Excellency Naqibullah Ahmadi.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على قائد المجاهدين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، قال الله تبارك وتعالى في محكم تنزيله وهو أصدق القائلين: إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا. وقال تبارك وتعالى: والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا وإن الله لمع المحسنين. أما بعد، قدرمنو میلمنو، د ډیپلوماټیکي ټولنې استازو، د کوربه دوست هیواد مالیزیا د بهرنیو چارو وزارت استازي، له کابل څخه راغلی میلمه، د افغانستان د بهرنیو چارو وزارت د لومړي سیاسي ریاست رئیس، ښاغلو او اغلو، السلام علیکم ورحمة الله وبرکاته. له هر څه وړاندې تاسې ټولو راغلو میلمنو ته د زړه له کومې ښه راغلاست او هرکلی وایم. دارنګه ښاغلو میلمنو ته د افغانستان د ازادۍ او استقلال د ورځې مبارکي وایم. زه خوښ یم چې د افغانستان او مالیزیا ولسونو له تېرو 3 کلونو راهیسې د استقلال دا ویاړمنه ورځ په ګډه سره لمانځي، او دا یو جالب اتفاق دی چې دواړو هیوادونو ترمنځ د مشترکاتو، همکاریو او ګډ کار مهم پیغام له ځان سره لري.
Distinguished guests, diplomatic representatives, esteemed representatives of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, Honorable Head of the First Political Directorate of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan, respected professors, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the ceremony marking the 3rd anniversary of Afghanistan Independence Day. It brings me great joy to see Afghanistan and Malaysia jointly celebrating this significant occasion. For the past 3 years, our shared celebration of independence sends a powerful message of mutual benefits and cooperation.
درنو حاضرینو، د افغانستان اسلامي امارت 20 کاله د امریکا او ناټو د نامشروع اشغال پر خلاف د خپل ولس د مشروع مبارزې مشري وکړه. که څه هم مقابل لوري زموږ له تر ټولو ابتدایي انساني حقوقو سترګې پټې کړې وې او په ګڼو نومونو یې تورنولو، مګر موږ په تر ټولو سختو شرایطو کې هڅه وکړه چې مبارزه مو د مشروعیت ترڅنګ مسؤلانه هم وي. د دې ترڅنګ چې موږ د اشغال پر وړاندې مبارزه کوله، د مسئلې د حل لپاره مو سیاسي مذاکره هم دوامداره ساتلې وه.
Honorable participants, the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan for over 2 decades endured a continuous struggle against the unlawful occupation by the US and NATO. Despite the various misrepresentations and efforts to deny us our fundamental human rights, we steadfastly continued our legitimate struggle with a deep sense of responsibility, even in the most challenging circumstances. While engaged in this ongoing conflict against occupation, we also pursued political negotiations.
افغانستان هم په تیرو پیړیو کې هم په 21مه پیړۍ کې د خپل ځانګړي جیوپولیټیک موقعیت قرباني شوی دی. ترخو تاریخي تجربو ثابته کړې ده چې د افغانستان امنیت له بده مرغه په منفي ډول نړیوال نظم څخه متاثره پاتې شوی دی. د سړې جګړې له پای سره چې د نړۍ په ډیرو اکاډمیکو حلقاتو کې د یو پر امن او باثباته نړۍ وړاندوینه کېدله، مګر افغانستان د 90مو کلونو په لومړیو کې د شوروي اتحاد یرغل په لمبو کې وسوځېده. د 21مې پیړۍ له پیل سره افغانستان یو ځل بیا د یو قطبي نړۍ د اوج پر مهال د امریکا او ناټو لخوا په نښه شو.
Afghanistan has historically been affected by its unique geopolitical location, both in the past and in the 21st century. Our bitter historical experiences have demonstrated that Afghanistan's security has been adversely impacted by the prevailing international order. After the Cold War, many scholars around the world anticipated a period of peace. However, Afghanistan found itself once again under attack, this time by Soviet forces during the 1990s. At the dawn of the 21st century, our nation faced new threats from the Western world, making yet another beginning of the conflict for Afghanistan.
دا د افغانستان لپاره د یو بل جګړیز پړاو پیل یو. 2 لسیزې د پرمختللې غربي نړۍ لخوا د افغانانو پر خټینو کورونو او کلیو د مور بم په ګډون رنګارنګ بمونه اورول شول، ډول ډول ظلمونه پرې تجربه شول، خو افغانانو له دې ټولو ننګونو سره 2 لسیزې د خپلې ازادۍ، ارزښتونو او خپلواکو انتخابونو لپاره د تاریخ تر ټولو پیچلې جګړه مخ ته بوتله.
For 2 decades, under the guise of a war on terror, Western forces conducted bombings that devastated Afghan villages and communities. Even the most powerful non-nuclear weapon called Mother of all bombs was used in Afghanistan. Despite numerous challenges, the Afghanistan people have continued the most arduous struggle in history of our independence, values and right to make sovereign choices.
موږ په هم مهاله ډول هم د خپل ارزښتونو په رڼا کې مشروع پوځي مقاومت کوو، هم د خبرو او تفاهم دروازې پرانیستې ساتلې وې. موږ په خپل هیواد د نامشروع غربي یرغل له پیله له خپل لوري د خبرو تفاهم دروازې پرانیستې وساتلې، تر هغې چې مقابل لوري درک کړه چې د جګړې په زور نشي کولی پر افغانانو تحمیلي جوړښتونه ومني، چې بالاخره د مذاکرې میز ته راسره کېناستل او بالاخره د 2021 کال د اګست په 11 تاریخ وروستی امریکایي عسکر هم له افغانستانه ووت.
Throughout this period, from the onset of the occupation, Afghanistan remained open to side realized that ruling Afghanistan by force was unattainable. They initiated negotiations. This process culminated on August 31st, 2020 from Afghanistan.
درنو حاضرینو، د افغانستان اسلامي امارت په دې باور دی چې د استقلال راوړلو وروسته له نړۍ سره د مشترکاتو او ګډو ګټو له مخې خپلې اړیکې تعریف کړي. زموږ بهرنی سیاست متوازن او خصوصا د مالیزیا هیواد زموږ په بهرني سیاست کې د پام وړ ځای لري. افغانستان او مالیزیا نږدې 10 کاله کېږي ډیپلوماتیکي اړیکې لري. په تیرو 3 کلونو کې دې اړیکو ډیر پرمختګ کړی دی. زه په دې باور یم چې په تیرو 40 کلونو کې په لومړي ځل د دې شاهدان یو چې افغانستان او مالیزیا په بېلابېلو برخو کې همکاریو ته دوام ورکوي، چې د لا ډیرو پرمختګونو په هیله یو. زموږ هیله دا ده چې د اسلامي نړۍ 2 مهم هیوادونه افغانستان او مالیزیا د اقتصادي، سیاسي، تعلیمي، فرهنګي پرمختګ ترڅنګ د ولسونو ترمنځ هم اړیکې پیاوړې کړي، هم ترڅو دا لړۍ سره د اتفاق او اتحاد په تار سره وتړي.
Honorable participants, following the restoration of our independence, the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan is committed to working and collaborating with the international community based on mutual interests, both bilateral and multilateral, which form the cornerstone of our foreign policy. Our foreign policy is balanced and grounded in economic interests. Within this framework, the Islamic world, particularly Malaysia, holds a special place. Afghanistan and Malaysia have enjoyed diplomatic relations for nearly 40 years. In recent 3 years, these relations have been strengthened, and I believe this is the first time in 3 decades that Afghanistan and Malaysia are cooperating across multiple sectors. We are hopeful that this cooperation will continue to grow and lead to further developments in our bilateral relations. We anticipate that Afghanistan and Malaysia, as 2 important countries in the Islamic world, will continue to enhance their economic, political, educational, and cultural ties. In addition, we hope to strengthen the bonds between the people of our two nations.
په پای کې وایم چې افغانستان له لسیزو وروسته اوس یو واحد مرکزي نظام لري. افغانان په پوره سوله او ثبات کې ژوند کوي. افغانستان د اسیا د څلور لارې په توګه د نړۍ په اقتصاد کې په اقتصادي خوځښت کې مهم رول لوبولی شي او هم د افغانستان په داخل کې د پانګونې لپاره هر ډول شرایط برابر دي. دارنګه افغانستان یو ښکلی هیواد دی، زړه راښکونکې جاذبې لري او دارنګه طبیعي ښکلا په نړۍ کې مشهوره ده او افغان حکومت د توریزم لپاره د ګرځندویانو ته هرکلی وایي. او زه یو ځل بیا په له ټولو میلمنو مننه کوم چې خپل راتګ یې زموږ غونډې ته ښکلا وربښله او ستاسو له پام نه نړۍ مننه.
In conclusion, I would like to reiterate that Afghanistan now has a unified, centralized government that governs the entire country. Afghans are currently living in peace and stability. Afghanistan is uniquely positioned to serve as a pivotal crossroad for Asian commerce and as a vital link between South and Central Asia and opportunities for international investors. Furthermore, Afghanistan's natural beauty is a warm invitation to international tourists to visit our country. Once again, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each of you for joining us in celebrating Afghanistan's independence. Thank you.
Thank you and terima kasih. Waminallahi taufiq.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your thoughtful remarks and for sharing your insights with us today. Today, we are also privileged to have among us a distinguished guest from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency Mufti Noor Ahmed Noor, Director of the First Political Directorate at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan. His presence here underscores the importance of our diplomatic relationship and commitment to our shared goals. Mufti Noor Ahmed Noor.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا صدق الله مولانا العظيم. معزز میلمنو د ډیپلوماټیکي ټولنې غړو ښاغلو او اغلو ټولو ته السلام علیکم ورحمة الله وبرکاته.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, member of the diplomatic community, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
د ویاړ ځای د نن تاسو ته په کوالالمپور کې د افغانستان د ازادۍ د ورځې په مناسبت باندې وینا کوم. کوالالمپور د مالیزیا هغه کار چې د مالیزیا هیواد د ژمنتیا له مخې همیشه د سیاسي همکارۍ، اقتصادي برنامو او فرهنګي تبادلې په برخه کې د یو فعال مرکز رول لوبوي. ډیر د ویاړ ځای او مناسب اتفاق دی چې افغانستان او مالیزیا له تیرو 3 کلونو راهیسې د استقلال او ازادۍ ورځ په یو وخت لمانځي. همدا ورځ وه چې د مالیزیا ولس پکې د خپل سیاسي تدبیر له مخې له برطانوي استعمار ازادي واخیسته او د خپلو ملي مشرانو په لارښوونه یې د خپل آزاد راتلونکي سفر پیل کړ. 3 کاله مخکې د افغانستان اسلامي امارت هم د اوږدې مبارزې وروسته د افغانستان خاوره له بهرني اشغال څخه پاکه او د افغانستان مستقل ملت ته د ازادۍ ویاړ راوړ. دا ورځ
efforts in organizing this event. I'm delighted to have been granted this security and economic developments in my country, Afghanistan, as well as Afghanistan's policy to
تم کال د اگست په 15مه نیټه د افغانستان اسلامي امارت د خپل مجاهد او عمومي اپی په فرمان افغانستان له داخلي کړکۍ چوش ګورو. په هیواد کې سیاسي او امنیتي استحکام احیا کړ او د غنو زیربنایی پروژو او پروګرامونو په وسیله د افغانستان اقتصاد او مالی نظام له سقوط څخه وساته.
Esteemed guests, the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan achieved its independence after a 20 years struggle with the assistance of its Mujahid people on August 15, 2021, when it put an end to the illegitimate NATO invasion headed by the United States. The leadership of the Islamic Emirate issued a general amnesty decree that prevented an internal crisis, restored political and security stability in the country, and prevented the collapse of Afghanistan's economy and financial system by implementing numerous infrastructure projects and programs.
د 2021 کال له اگست څخه وروسته د افغانستان اسلامي امارت وتوانید ځینې لوی لاسته راوړنې ولري. د افغانستان اسلامي امارت په دې وتوانېدو چې په تیرو 3 کلونو کې د فساد کچه په بېمخینه توګه راټیټه کړي. د هر اړخیزې مبارزې په نتیجه کې د مخدره موادو د کښت او تولید کچه 0 ته راټیټه کړي. د اشغال له وخته پاتې تروریستي ډلې له منځه یوسي. په سرحداتو کې د غیر قانوني کړنو د مخنیوي په پار جدي اقدامات ترسره کړي. خلکو ته د عامه خدماتو د رسولو په برخه کې اصلاحات رامنځته کړي. د برقي حکومتولۍ یا ډیجیټلایزیشن په لور سفر پیل کړي او ګاونډیو اسلامي هیوادونو او د نړیوالې ټولنې له لویو او مطرحو هیوادونو سره د مثبتو اړیکو ټینګ بنیادونه کیږدي.
The Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan has the potential to attain significant accomplishments after August 2021. In the past 3 years, we have successfully reduced the level of corruption, reduced the cultivation and production of narcotic substances to 0, eliminated the terrorist groups that remained from the time of occupation, implemented serious measures to prevent illegal activities on the borders, implemented reforms in the provision of the public services to public, initiated the transition to e-governance, and established a strong foundation for positive relationships with our neighbors, Islamic countries, and international community.
درنو حاضرینو، موږ په اقتصادي ډګر کې په دواړو کوچني او لوی اقتصاد باندې تمرکز وکړ. د زراعت په برخه کې مو د کشتیپې کانال، د معادنو په برخه کې د تیلو او مسو د استخراج، د زیربنا په برخه کې د سړکونو د بیا رغونې لوی پروژې پیل کړې چې د افغانستان د اقتصادي ساختار بنیادي ستنې تشکیلوي. موږ کوشش کوو ځوانانو او له جګړې څخه متاثرو کورنیو ته د کار زمینه برابره کړو. موږ سیمې او نړۍ ته د افغانستان امنیتي وضعیت په هکله اطمینان ورکوو چې د افغانستان اسلامي امارت به د یو مسؤل حکومت په توګه د نړۍ، سیمې او په ځانګړې توګه خپلو ګاونډیو هیوادونو ته د ګواښ پیښېدو مخه نیسي. موږ دا خپل مسؤلیت بولو چې د نړۍ له ټولو هیوادونو سره د ګډو تهدیدونو د مخنیوي په برخه کې مثبته همکاري وکړو.
We concentrated on both microeconomics and macroeconomics within the discipline of economics. The primary pillars of Afghanistan economic structure are the reconstruction of the roads and infrastructure sector, the extraction of oil and copper in the mining sector, and the construction of the Kushtepa Canal in the agriculture sector. We are endeavoring to offer employment opportunities to families and youth who have been impacted by the conflict. We assure the region and the world about the security situation in Afghanistan, that the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan will prevent threats to the world, the region, and especially to its neighboring countries as a responsible government. We consider it our duty to work in a constructive manner with all nations worldwide to prevent the emergence of common threats.
درنو حاضرینو، د مرکزی او جنوبي اسیا ترمنځ د ځمکني پل په توګه افغانستان د مالیزیا په ګډون د سویل ختیځ سوداګریزو لارو د لاسرسي امکانات برابروي. د افغانستان په زیربناوو کې د جنوب ختیځ اسیا هیوادونه کولی شي له لنډو سوداګریزو لارو له منځنۍ اسیا او له هغې بهر سره د اقتصادي اړیکو د پراختیا څخه ګټه پورته کړي. په پایله کې باید ووایم چې افغانستان او مالیزیا د دوو ورونو هیوادونو په حیث د متقابل احترام او ګډو ګټو پر بنسټ ولاړې اړیکې لري. موږ کولی سو داسې تاریخي ملګرتیا جوړه کړو چې نه یوازې زموږ د دواړو هیوادونو په ګټه وي، بلکې د سیمه ییز ثبات، نړیوالې سولې د همکارۍ په برخه کې هم مرستندوی ثابت شي.
Honorable guests, Afghanistan's role as a land bridge between Central and South Asia offers Malaysia in Afghanistan's infrastructure and participating in activity initiatives. Southeast Asian countries can enhance their economic the Central Asia and beyond, as well as benefit from the In summary, Afghanistan and Malaysia are two brotherly nations that maintain a relationship founded on mutual potential to forge a historic partnership that will not only benefit our respective countries and regional stability.
درنو حاضرینو، په پای کې غواړم یو بل بشري ناورین ته د فلسطین په غزه کې د تیر کال له اکتوبر میاشتې راهیسې یو لوی ناورین رامنځته شوی. د تعصب ځای دا دی چې دا نسل وژنه د هغو لورو په ملاتړ ترسره کیږي درسونه وړاندې کوي. د افغانستان، عراق، منځني ختیځ او فلسطین لنډ تاریخ د بشري حقوقو د دعیو د سرلارانو واقعي څیرې د بشر د تاریخ دغه ناوړي ظلم ته د پای د افغانستان اسلامي امارت له هماغه اولي ورځې د دغه ناورین ته په هره طریقه سوي د پای ټکی کیږدي.
Palestine has been the site of a significant humanitarian crisis since October of the previous histories of Afghanistan and Palestine. It is hoped that major countries, including Islamic countries,
هیوادونو لپاره د مثبتو اړیکو غیږ پرانیستلې هیله لرو چې د همکاریو له لارې
countries of the world that Afghanistan has opened the embrace of all the countries of the world according to its balanced and economy oriented. Thank you so much.
له توجه نه مننه.
Very much, Mufti Nur Ahmed, for your meaningful insights. Dato Ahmed Azam bin Abdul Rahman.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin wa salatu wassalamu ala asyrafil Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Allazina amanu wa hajaru wa jahadu fi sabilillah bi amwalihim wa anfusihim. Excellency Mufti Nur Ahmad, Director General Foreign Ministry of Afghanistan, Ascent Embassy in Malaysia, respected ambassadors, high commissioners, salam of our Foreign Minister, Dato Muhammad Hassan, to all of you with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh of the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan. After the liberation of Afghanistan, years of occupation, 1 month after that, to be exact, on the 26th September 2021, Malaysian Foreign Minister at the time, Dato Sri Saifuddin Abdullah, appointed me as the Special Advisor to the Foreign Minister for Afghanistan. Malaysia is using a track 2 diplomacy by appointing an NGO leader to represent Malaysia and to work on Afghanistan. I was shocked and surprised, but since it was the nation called for duty, I took up the challenge and responsibility as a good citizen of Malaysia. Since then, Malaysia is engaging Afghanistan from a track 2 diplomacy. Ladies and gentlemen, since then, Malaysia embarked on engagement policy towards Afghanistan, while the issue of recognition being resolved by the international community. In the spirit of engagement and in the spirit of Islamic brotherhood, lives at stake, Afghanistan must not be left isolated, punished for wanting to be an independent nation from any foreign occupation. Thus, under my capacity as Special Advisor, engaged with the Taliban government 4 times in the span of 3 years in Jalalabad in Herat. My first visit is on a humanitarian March 2022. 6 months after the liberation of Afghanistan, a humanitarian aid cost 5 million ringgit was done. From 15 July to 21st July 2022, top foreign service, ex-top professor coming with me, and we discussed a plan for a new Afghanistan, a strategic plan for my third visit is on the women education and rights community, and this time is organized by International Islamic Fiqh Academy, an agency under OIC, Islamic Cooperation, to discuss on girls' education and women's rights from the 31st August. That is 2 years after the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan rule. Alhamdulillah, what we call our Mufti from and the women's right. And my fourth visit, evaluation team, to make an overall assessment of Afghanistan policies. I can see some of them who joined me. On these 4 engagements with the Taliban government, Malaysia will continue its engagement policy through capacity building programs in education, in security. Engagement is encouraged until the issue of recognition can be resolved soon. Lastly, I wish to congratulate the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan, especially to the Supreme Leader Amirul Mu'minin Hibatullah Akhundzada, for the third year of independence of Afghanistan with prayer and well wishes for the peace and security of the new nation.
On our Independence Day. I would like to invite Mufti of Perlis, Dato, Arif Perkasa, Dr. Muhammad Asri bin Zainul Abidin to express his
ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا لا فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن مفتي نور محمد His Excellency Mr. Najibullah Ahmadi, ladies and gentlemen. Many things has been said here. I myself don't have any experience being in Afghanistan from my words. So to make the thing easier, I think I will عن شكري وتقديري لهذه الفرصة التي تمنحوني أن أقف أمامكم التي قد ملأت تاريخهم بالنضال والجهاد والكفاح. فلان مفكر سياسي كبير توفي في الأربعينات. قال عن أفغانستان كلام يعني لو لم كيف لو ترجم إلى nerve in this ummah in Muslim Amir Shakir Arsalan said, and أظن لو كان أمير شاكر أرسلان حيا هو سيرى كأرسلان. وفي هذه المرحلة مرحلة البناء ليس مرحلة الكفاح بمجرد بالسلاح. Because it's not only to fight your colonial or to fight to decolonize your enemy, but to build up or develop. نحن أبناء المسلمين في ماليزيا عندما الثابتين الصامتين بذلوا حياتهم وأرواحهم تاريخهم بالمجد ما تعلمنا من شعب الأفغانستان. أنتم أستاذ وشيخ الجهاد أو تغيير كلمة الجهاد عند المسلمين can speak about jihad, but jihad is still in your country. So that is very important. I think period this marhala to the world what they say, because لأن كثير من الناس يظنون أن أصحاب العمامة أن أصحاب المتدينين أصحاب الذين يصومون ويصلون لا يحسنون في بناء الدولة ولا يحسنون في السياسة. وهذا نحن نريد أن نشطب هذه الأفكار في أذهان الناس. Because many people think that people with turbans and who are devoting themselves to their religion, to Islam, they cannot govern the country and develop the country. You will prove that religious men, they can do it, inshallah, and much better than them. أنتم تذكرون بقول الله عز وجل وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لا يستخلفنهم في الأرض كما استخلف الذين من قبلهم وليمكنن لهم دينهم الذي ترضى لهم وليبدلنهم من بعد خوفهم أمنا يعبدونني ولا يشركون بي شيئا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants who believe and do righteous thing that He will give them authority on the earth. and establish their religion, Islam, and change their fear into security. So in this opportunity that you give me في هذه الفرصة أود أن أهنئكم بمرور هذه اللغة أفغانستانية أنا لا أستطيع أن أقرأه يعني بخروج عدوكم من أرضكم. I would like to congratulate you in this celebration. Thank you very much. I'm sorry because I don't have anything written with me, but I think that my word is understood. Thank you very much. أرجو أن كلامي موصول وشكرا لكم وأهنئكم جميعا ونحن نتمنى إن شاء الله أن نتعاون في بناء دولتكم وفي تقوية العلاقة بيننا إن شاء الله. We hope that we can work together to develop and to help your country and to develop as a Muslim brothers from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.
Thank you very much, Dato, for congratulations to Independence Day of Afghanistan and for your highlights. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to seek your kind attention to a short video presentation about Afghanistan. Apologies for the technical issues.
Afghanistan is a country in the heart of Asia. Afghanistan is a country in the heart of Asia, located at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, with a population of 14 million people. In the year 652 Anno Domini, the blessed religion of Islam was introduced to Afghanistan, where 99.99% of the population is Muslim, and more than 90% of them are followers of the Hanafi sect. Throughout history, there have been many famous Afghan empires, such as the Ghaznavid, Ghurids, Abdali, which represents the golden era of the great emperor, His Excellency Ahmed Shah Baba. Due to its geopolitical and strategic location, Afghanistan has attracted the invaders since the 6th century, which British invaded Afghanistan 3 times in 1839, 1878 and 1919, and faced historic and unforgettable defeats. After the fall of British occupation, Afghanistan enjoyed a period of peace and prosperity for several decades. However, in 1979, the Soviet Union invaded this land with cruelty and barbarism. The Mujahideen, defending their homeland in Islam, thwarted their evil objectives. This defeat led the collapse of the Soviet Union, which in turn resulted in 15 countries from Central Asia to Eastern Europe gaining their independence. Later, the civil war intensified due to foreign interference. To ensure and maintain internal stability, Amirul Mu'mineen Mullah Muhammad Umar Mujahid Rahimahullah founded the Islamic Emirate, which saved the country from numerous misfortunes. However, the United States, NATO and their allies could not tolerate the continuation of an independent and ruling Islamic system in this land. After the September 11th attacks in 2001, they created a pretext for intervention in Afghanistan, and on October 7th of the same year announced a military campaign against the country.
On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against training camps and military installations of the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. And now, the Taliban will pay a price. Given the nature and reach of our enemies, we will win this conflict.
But His Highness Amirul Mu'mineen Mullah Muhammad Umar Mujahid Rahimahullah, after the announcement of war on Afghanistan by the United States, speaking about going to the jihad trenches in an interview with the BBC, said the following. Nothing can be hidden from the eyes of history. The United States continued to persecute the Afghans for 20 years with brutality, killings, night raids, kidnappings, and torture of ordinary people. However, the Mujahideen remained a strong pillar of resistance and struggle against them. As a result, the Americans suffered countless personal and financial losses and were eventually forced to agree to the Doha negotiations. Sheikh Muhammad Abbas Tanegzai, a member of the negotiation delegation of the Islamic Emirate, and the political deputy of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs clearly stated, if the Americans don't leave, then we will expel them by force.
موږ په افغانستان کې خارجي قوتونه نه پرېږدو. خارجي قوتونه به له افغانستان وځي او که له افغانستان نه وځي ما درته اوس دا موږ مجبور کړي د مذاکراتو میز ته راغلي دي خو که دوی ونه ځي بیا به دوی په زور له افغانستان وځي.
Due to the successful negotiation in Doha, the position of the Islamic Emirate was revealed to the entire world. Thus, the days of the previous administration's downfall began. Provinces fell one after another, and finally, in just 11 days, the entire country of Afghanistan came under the control of the Islamic Emirate. The departure of the American soldiers and their supporters was accelerated. On August 31st, 2021, the last American soldier boarded a plane and the homeland returned to its original children and heirs. After the conquest of Kabul with the help and support of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, Afghanistan opened a new chapter toward rapid development in all aspects. The white flag once again flew over Ark. Reconstruction work was accelerated, and the Mujahideen began swift efforts to ensure the security of the country and its people. Our beloved Afghanistan, a land adorned with natural beauty and historical significance, besides numerous historical and touristic sites, is home to many great historical and scientific figures, which the world has no equal, and the mere mention of these figures highlights the greatness of the country. Notable figures include Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, Fakhruddin Razi, Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, Khaja Abdullah Ansari, Abu Nasr Farabi, Ibn Habban Busti, Abu Rayhan Al-Biruni, Ibn Sina Balkhi, Abdul Rahman Jami, Imam Qatiba bin Sa'id Al-Baghlani, Abu Dawud Sajistani, Hazrat Nurul Mashayikh Mujaddadi, Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan, the late Amirul Mu'mineen Mullah Muhammad Umar Mujahid rahimahullah, martyred Amirul Mu'mineen Mullah Akhtar Muhammad Mansur Taqabbalahullah, and others. Afghanistan is renowned worldwide for its rich culture and traditions, including famous sports games, renowned food, dry and fresh fruits, carpets, saffron, antiques, and precious stones. Since the re-establishment of the Islamic Emirate, unprecedented progress has been made, with major projects underway, including the start of mining, the eradication of drugs, the treatment of drug addicts, the constructions of dams, the reconstruction of major and minor roads, the beautification of cities, and the expansion of business. At present, a safe and secure atmosphere prevails throughout the beloved land of Afghanistan, attracting tourists from around the world. We extend a warm welcome to them. The environment for investment has never been better, and the international community can come with confidence. We welcome them as well.
Thank you very much for your attentions. I would like to invite once again Mr. Naqibullah Ahmadi, Charge Affairs of the Embassy of Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan, and His Excellency Mufti Nur Ahmad Noor, Director of the First Political Directorate, and all the ambassador and representative of the esteemed embassies and high commissions to join us on the stage for the cake cutting ceremony. ambassadors, and excellencies, please join us on the stage for the cutting of cake. Yeah. Thank you, Excellencies. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Have a seat.